Today we have the Microfinance Lunch Break, which has become a tradition here in Brussels. It's already the 12th time. So with BRS, with the structural partners, amongst them KBC and SERA, we try and organize twice a year a nice event about microfinance alternating with microinsurance, always with very honest speakers and experienced speakers from all over the world. The speaker of the day is Anton Simanowitz. He has written a case study based on AMK in Cambodia. And that's really the guy who tries to have efficient banking combined with doing good business.
Good afternoon. It's a real privilege to be here today. My speech and my book is really about how organisations can be more effective in delivering on their good intentions, and the details of the organisations and how they can really understand their customers and deliver the products and services that make a real difference in their lives, whilst also being commercially successful as organisations. And it's the question that really is at the heart of this book. Why is it that organisations seeking to do good in the world so often miss opportunities to do better, and sometimes actually hurt the people they're trying to serve? I think the evolution has really been a growing awareness in microfinance organisations of the link between a focus and understanding of customers and their success as businesses. But I think it's also about the details of what the organisations do. So it's not just about getting the right products and services, but it's about translating that into good organisations and building the systems and the management and the staff to really deliver on that. So the first part of the book is about clients. So often we hear talk about client focus. We talk about the need to be responsible, to be responsive to clients. But AMK makes a distinction between client wants and client needs. What I see often in my work is a reality gap between the theory of what the organisation says it does or thinks it does and what's really happening on the ground. So very often, particularly when you have a pressure to grow or pressure of financial incentives, staff take shortcuts. And the shortcuts they take tend to be those things which are about relationships. It's about the good loan appraisals. It's about the spending time with the customer to really understand what's happening in their lives and what's needed. And many of those shortcuts lead to weaknesses in what the organisation actually does and can achieve in terms of the value for its customers. AMK's success was not just in understanding the client need. It was not just in designing the product, but it was about having the conversations in the organisations to build that understanding, to build that the commitment at the board level, at the management level, at staff level, to implement what was seen as a very risky product. I think the future is positive in that there's a greater recognition of customers and focus on the customer. I think there's a real risk in the move towards digital and low touch, that we lose the real value that we have in relationships in microfinance.
I thought he was very inspiring. Conclusion I had after his speech was, or after his talk, was that there actually isn't that quite large difference between banking insurance in Cambodia, AMK, and in our western part of the world. We have the same issues, same problems, and we need to have the same strategy to have the customer centricity in our business model in order to be a sustainable business. So it was kind of a recognizable thing.
It was very interesting. I'd heard before of the book, but I hadn't read it. But now I'm very interested in actually reading it, because he was saying some really interesting things about combining doing business and doing social good.
We go into a community, those of us who've worked in development work, you go into a community assuming they need this. Oh, they don't have toilets, we think they need it. They don't have drinking water flowing from the taps. Oh, I know how important it is, they must need it. We have a tendency to assume a lot, and that is, I think, the biggest thing for me.
It is very concrete what he says, and it is very exciting, because in fact you have many people in the microfinance industry that are speaking about how to run a microfinance institution, etc., but they do not have enough experience in the field.
I've been in the sector for a couple of years now, and each time I come here, there are new aspects and new elements I learn about, and I can also that you can exchange experiences and topics with other people who are interested like you in the topic here. So that's what I appreciate about this event.
Well, what makes it so special? The fact that you meet a lot of people here. The fact that you meet also employees from KBC which are doing some voluntary work. That you meet professionals from the sector, investment managers like us, but also NGOs and also of course the speaker. I don't know how they do it, but they manage to reach a nice speaker every time again.
Yes, it becomes a challenge to have, let's say, renowned, honored speakers, but the two people which are active at BRS in searching, in doing their desk research to find the adequate speakers, they are doing a good job, and I'm strongly convinced that also for the next future we will have good speakers.